Hello everyone, welcome back. This is alrav from Quebec, Canada, the author and creator of Alcatraz the Protector / Alcatraz the Protector. And for today's video, currently there's a power outage, so there's no better time to talk about the digital versus physical debate that there is when there's no electricity running around. So let's get right into it. For starters, I remember back in high school, when I was in my deep dive in gaming, I remember buying my first digital game on the PS3, and at the time it felt like an honeymoon period for me. Not only they were a spark of creativity and fun in these digital independent games that the big blockbuster titles seem to lack, but also they were a charm of having this stack of collections directly within your hard drive that you could access to at any time. That said, since I was very early, I had a lot of funny loots because of it. However, it turns out that my assessment was correct because as time went on, digital ended up becoming the dominant form of media consumption for most people, and it has become dominant since then. So now that the honeymoon period is over, I'll get right into it. Digital is awesome for the independents and the small publishers who want to get their content out there without dealing with the... As a comic book creator, I think it's more of a mixed bag than anything. Don't get me wrong, digital is great for the independent creators and the small publishers who want to get their content out there without having to deal with the complications of retailers and manufacturing. However, it is absolutely terrible for the traditional publishers and corporations, and a lot of that has to do with greed, but also bad business practice that often come at the expense of the consumers themselves. Many of the problems with the current media landscape of today can be attributed to the digital revolution. For instance, streaming platforms have become this garbage landfill dumpster of cinema histories, with movies and television being sent to be consumed and then forgotten about. Video games, the larger in size they become, the harder it is, largely because of all the patches, the DLCs, and not to mention the constant online requirements that has made these games very expensive, not only in terms of time and money, but also in terms of online connection. Music do actually benefit from the digital revolution, but there is no denying that there is an artistic component with the CDs and vinyl discs and such that's amazing to like. On the other hand, books and comics are probably some of the worst medium to translate digitally for a bunch of reasons, mostly because reading on a monitor will never be as fun as simply picking up a book. This is one of those instances why it makes more sense to make a blog than a novel or a comic, simply because blogs are easy to scale across many different devices because of how easy of access they are. And lastly, toys, obviously, they don't really work digitally. They are augmented reality applications that you can find on mobile device. There is some potential there, but nothing so far has been able to leverage it. With that being said, is an all-digital future inevitable, or are we simply on the verge of a physical comeback? The real answer, in my opinion, is somewhere in between. There are some new emerging technologies such as 3D printing and quantum teleporting, amongst other things, that will eventually make it so it will become just as easy for people to procure physical goods as it is with digital one. So I could see the scale of balance getting back to somewhere in the 50-50 mark in the future. For now, it is safe to say that digital is there to stay, but physical at the same time will never truly die out for a bunch of different reasons. With that being said, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the commentary section below. As always, look forward to all the Alcatraz the Protector / Alcatraz the Protector stuff on my Substack. The links are available in the description below or on my channel's page. As always, the first issue is available for free in both English and French, as well as its blog comics companion that is being updated on a daily basis with brand new story content. With that being said, again, thanks for watching, and we'll see one another very soon. Enjoy the reading.